now watching Compton Rick Rock TV. Let's get to the content.
All right, I want to talk about something that's been bothering me, but I really haven't paid attention to it like I just paid attention to it on this video that I seen 16 to Life drop. 4 Northerners verse 90 Blacks in Salinas Valley level 4. And it seems to me that every time you look on here, it's always a group or another race of people trying to make it seem like they better, like they tougher than the next group of people. Everybody is orchestrating these stories, trying to rewrite history to make themselves look better than everybody else, which trips me out because at the end of the day, when you incarcerated, I don't care what gang you from, Serenos, Blacks, Northerners, Crips, Bloods, and whoever, nobody in there is better than them COs. Yeah, I just seen them COs tell the baddest and toughest dude to lock it up in your cell, get off the phone and lock it up. And they do exactly what them COs tell them. So y'all want to know who the baddest group in jail? It's the COs. It's the officers that work there, not the inmates. The inmates might act like they tough and they running something when they come and get on in front of these cameras. But in all actuality, if you've been there, everybody know that them guards, they run that yard. They'll lock you down for a whole year, 2 years. They won't let you come outside. They won't let you get a phone call. They won't let you do nothing other than what you're supposed to do, take a shower. And sometimes they don't even give you that. So we're going to get to this content by 16 and Life. But before we do that, man, y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Now let's go over here and see what lies they telling on the internet today. Let's go. All right, man, let's go over and check this out, see what they talking about. Let's go.
Yesterday, somebody left a comment in the comment section saying, hey, chill, man, there's a story on a show called The Connect with Johnny Mitchell where there's a Northerner talking about they got into a riot. It was 4 Northerners versus 90 Blacks, man. So go check it out and see you know what you think about it. So yeah, we're gonna get into that video right now, man. I want to send a shout out. I forget the name of the individual though who suggested that I move my lights up a little bit because the glare was coming off my glasses and it was making it a little difficult to stay focused on the content, man. So I tried it. It definitely seems like it's improved it. And so shout out to you, man. Anyway, let's hop right up into this video.
Let's get to it. Check it out. Let's go. Yeah, that fair use a little too long.
I don't take shit from anybody, especially another race group. And I look like this because genetics. You know, I don't look like a gangster. I don't act like one. I don't dress like one. But I am from a community of bad. And if you think I didn't grow up in the neighborhood fighting, shooting, I'm a product of my environment. Everything that's been done before me is going to be done again after me. I was just growing up in an environment where gunplay was normal. Shootings were everyday occurrence. Having your boy get shot, losing 3 of your boys in one day is facts. We come from a small little community, and we're badass. And I'm proud of where I'm from because I know what.
So what happened on this riot?
That riot, disrespect.
We're going to start right there. We're going to stop right there before you talk about the riot. I expect him to talk like that. I expect anybody to be that proud where they come from. But your hood ain't no better than the next hood. That sound like the typical area that anybody that come from the streets, it sound like they neighborhood. They all say the same thing. Pop gunshots going off. We the baddest. We the toughest. That's normal activity. So I get what you're saying, but that your neighborhood ain't no better than the next, man. Let's get over here.
Respect. That riot was some bullshit. We got there, they were already on lockdown. And we knew we were gonna get off soon on lockdown. Long story short, I got into it with the sergeant. Bitch ass fool. Like, I don't disrespect SEALs or anything, but this one was running his mouth. So the day before the riot, they came and searched us, only us, our cell. Tore it up. They know, I mean, they're looking for weapons, cell phone. I got called with a cell phone that day. All right, whatever. But when they were searching us, one of the sergeants was like, oh, you ready to go to the yard? Black guy. And I told him straight up, bring all your people, man. Like, you think we're scared to go to the yard? Like, I told him, bring all of them.
Now, in my opinion, what he did right there is when he gets into it with this sergeant who he said was a black dude, man, you know, at times sergeants and convicts are going to get into it. but he let the sergeant. To me, this dude let his dislike for blacks, right? He let the sergeant say some stuff to him. Then he says, "Hey, well, bring your people." For the most part, right? Well, not even for the most part. People in prison don't function as the same unit with the guards because of their race. The guard is talking to this dude. That's between him and the guard, regardless of whether it was on or not. I'm never going to let a Mexican guard in prison talk crazy to me, and then I take it out or I take it personal against the Mexican convicts that's on the line. So to me, that's something that I guess, his anger or whatever it was in that moment let him, see the situation like that.
Now, let me put my input on it, Chill. I'm going to say this, man. This is what I'm going to say. It don't matter what race the police is when we up in there. We don't care about everybody against them. Nobody care about, because he black or he Hispanic. We not riding. Ain't nobody taking nobody's side up in there, especially when it comes to them. But I have seen the COs do the Northerners dirty. When I mean dirty, I remember when I was at Salinas Valley. What was that? 2001? Yeah, 2001, somewhere around there. And it was a couple of Northerners that hit the yard, and they let them out to get whooped on, man. Yeah, man. And so I see why he angry, because this is new. He said he got caught with a cell phone. They didn't even have cell phones way back then, especially in no prison. You didn't have no phones back then. So this some new stuff he talking about.
Talking shit. I never talk shit, but that, like, you're gonna talk shit, it's too. Knowing damn well, like, the blacks are the most unorganized, least respected people out of everybody.
See right there.
And we'll beat your ass. Yeah, that too. And we will whoop. See, y'all, people get on this internet and they talk this crazy. He must have got his ass whooped a few times. Come on this internet, get in front of these cameras with all this capping, all this popping it, playing like they tough, knowing you would have got your ass whooped up in this. Man, knock it off, man. Stop playing, man. If it was like that, man, it'd be cracking every day, all day up in there. Nobody wants no problems up in there. No, stop acting like people up in, like y'all just tough and bad. Nobody want no problems up in there, man. Because if they want problems, the prisons will stay locked down. Everybody want a program. Everybody want to come to yard. Everybody want to get on them phones. Well, they got phones in there now. Everybody want their packages. Everybody want to go their concert, go visit. Knock it off.
Here, that just proves my point. He says it, right? The guard, whether he's black or whatever, but especially if he's black, the guard doesn't speak for the black convicts on the line, like I said, regardless of whether there's ongoing beef or not. So he let his anger not cause him to see things like they should have been.
The day before, I said, bring them all out. And he's like, okay. I was talking shit. Next day, they released 2 of us out, just me and my cellie. And we hit the yard. It's like South Africa there. No bullshit. It was supposed to be 2-on-2. In prison, it's usually 2 versus 2. It's called incremental. After lockdown, they want to see if you guys are going to go talk and get along. They make it fair. 2-on-2. It's usually the OGs. The old guys, they're not going to get off. But if you release 2 youngsters, hey, man, we're at war, homie. You know what you got to do.
So they released 2 blacks and 2 Norteños.
They released, before yard, they were already releasing blacks out for medical and all that shit. There was like 30 blacks out already. So when we came out, they brought the whole CDC down upon us. 10 guards on each side, patting you down, all that shit.
Yeah.
I was like, all right. Hit the yard as soon as we walked out. I was like, damn. All right. I told my cellie, what's up? We have about 30 people right there.
So it's just 2 homeboys.
Just 2, just me and my cellie, yeah.
And 30 of them.
No, wow. At first it's about maybe no more than 25. And mind you, these are the guys that are going for medical. All the guys in wheelchairs, right. Guys with 1 leg. And we're looking at it like, bro, we could bust on all these fools right now. And we're joking about it. Come on, fools, go get a fool in a wheelchair. I was like, it's not going to matter.
He said some, hey, what he said, that's the life in there. Now, listen, I remember one of the homies told me, who was that, man? I think his name was Sherlock from 6-0. He was in the cell with the homie from Park Village Squad. And that's what they told me. They said, man, if somebody running their mouth, we don't care if they're in the wheelchair. Push them out of it and whoop on them. So he right when he said, man, let's get the dude in the wheelchair. Hey, it don't matter. Hey, man, if you get caught slipping, man, you gonna get it, man.
Along that, what's gonna matter is in your paperwork, 10 people got stabbed. It's not going to say he was in a wheelchair. It's not going to say that guy had one eye. So we're joking, hey, man, what's up? You want to go blast? He's like, nah, let's wait. And we walked the truck.
Now, that's true, you know, when the riot jumps off, you know, when you get your man, when he's of another color, it doesn't matter if he's old, young, but something kind of strikes me as odd as dudes being in wheelchairs. I've never been on the yard with individuals that was in wheelchairs, or at least not on a 4-yard or a 3-yard, right? So that
so no, Sherlock was, if you get injured, I seen Sherlock, he was in that wheelchair. He was from Roller 60. He was on that level 4 180 yard at Salinas Valley. He was in that wheelchair.
That kind of, you know, that strikes me as odd. I think he said that he was in Salinas, but you know, things change, you know, yards change when you leave or whatever. So let's, you know, let me just keep listening.
They're all scared. Keep it real. Walked the track and we posted up at our handball court waiting for someone else to come out. And here comes one block. And it's like what I imagine if you go to in South Africa to a farmer's market, it's all blacks. And I'm not being racist, I'm being factual. I told my son, it's like, bro, Africa just came out. It's all blacks. It was blacks. There are 100 blacks on the yard already. So we're chilling. I was like, by ourselves. So this time we counted 100 blacks. So this is why I tell you this. So we're posted up at our handball court. We got the crisp bloods everywhere, Bay Area.
And do you know where your knives are buried?
No, so we've been locked down the whole time.
And I'm trying not to interrupt much, right? But I do know that you have organizations that count, you know, other organizations, other races, so on and so forth, right? But it's normally like you get a count in each building. Okay, this building has this many, you know, Crips and Bloods or whatever, right? A lot of times these building, when they release the building, a lot of times they will release the buildings simultaneously, right? Or at least they did when I was there. So
right, they did it when we was there. So you'll have a black cell here, a Hispanic cell here, a white cell here, a black cell here, and so forth all the way down. So it's not like you got a line of one race just coming out at one time. That ain't how it go, man. Something ain't right with this story.
When they're releasing 2 or 3 buildings at the same time, it's pretty much gonna be impossible to sit there and count every single person. You know, I have been on yards too where they will release buildings one at a time when it's like a lockdown or something. So, you know, this story is already sounding kind of hard to believe, you know.
And this is my first time seeing this video. I've never seen this video. I just seen the title, and we been there. So we saying the same thing. Something ain't right with this story. It sound like he capping to me. He could be telling the truth. I wasn't there. At least when I was there, it wasn't like that, man. Them CEOs is very smart. They know how to put themselves, so it couldn't be no issue like that, man. They know something don't sound right with this story.
Okay, so you didn't even have time to get out there to.
So at that time, I had long hair. I had long hair all the way past the back of my knee. Oh, my back. So I had long hair past my back of my knee. And I would put in a ponytail, true shit. And I would put a banger in there. I used to do it for my phone. Only one time I ever got searched. Man, I panicked. I ain't gonna lie. And it was a cool CO. Shout out to him. He knows who he is in Delano. But in Salinas Valley, that was my backyard. And I'm not gonna put any CO on blast. But the night before, I got a text from one of my buddies. Hey, just so you know, when you and your celly go out tomorrow, they're gonna be filming you guys. Everything that they want to catch you with a piece. I was like, damn. Like they wanted us. Like I said, I just talk shit to you.
Now, let me stop right there. I believe that part because I have seen situations where, look, y'all handle y'all business. I'm gonna turn my back. But when I hit this alarm, y'all got to get down. And the dude, he was one of them dudes that mess with them kids. So them police didn't care about him. They was like, man, listen, man, I'm gonna turn my back. Y'all get him. They dirty up in there, man. They dirty, man. So I believe that part.
Sergeant of the blacks. Bitch ass, I can't stand them anyway. But we went out. Africa.
See, once again, he says the sergeant of the blacks. Sergeants, guards, captains, lieutenants, they're a whole different team from any
inmate
race of convicts in prison. So, you know, once again, I don't know how he made that connection. Though you do have guards in prison of certain races who will favor the convicts if they happen to be the same races. I honestly believe that's just human nature. You're going to have some guards look out for what they consider their immediate people. But, I've never made the distinction, okay, this white guard is speaking for the whites or so on and so forth.
Yeah, they didn't care. Yeah, them guards didn't care about none of that. They didn't. You could be their own people. They didn't care. But you did have some guards that was cool, but wasn't no guards. We never looked at them like, oh, them guards don't care about their own people up in there, man. They might be cool with you, but they don't care. They not. We know the convicts, the inmates, the guards, totally different, man. This dude, he just had a hatred for blacks. That's what it sounded like to me.
We started hitting the track. The Bay Area came up to us first, people say, man, we want no funk. We got you brothers. That's all talk. We're staying out the way. They gave us a heads up. Good looking out. We already knew what time it was. We're right now, we're good, playing the part now, we're cool, we're starting the program. So me and my son took a lap. Little guy too. Little guy. And we're like, what do you want to do? And we're walking, it's funny, man. Like two lions walking in their habitat, all the gazelles, all the hyenas recognized. And that was happening. We're walking the yard and the blacks is trying to avoid us. Finally, we seen two of our homies coming out. And 20 minutes later, so we were waiting for them. And as soon as they got closer, it was on. They rushed us. And I'm talking about, I think the number was 89 to 90 blacks in my paperwork. But there was like 100 and...
Rushing 4 people.
So they rushed us. Like I said, I hate to say, I'm not trying to be rude, but the blacks are very unorganized. Like, I'd rather get hit by 100 blacks than 2 Southerners. 2 Southerners will get you. 3 will kill you. 100 blacks, come on. They're not.
Knock it off. Knock it off. See, when they say unorganized, that's because you got different groups. When you got the Southerners, they all roll as one. When you got the Northerners, they all roll as one. When you got Southern California black gangs, you got the neighborhoods, you got the Compton and Watts, you got the IE card, you got different cards. So to them, it looked like, oh, they unorganized. But let something happen. Every last one of them groups would come together. And as far as him talking about 90 blacks on 4 of them, man, either you God or you Incredible Hulk, I don't see it happening. You see, he didn't pull that. Showed us show us the 115. Show us the write up and let us see the incident report. Stop capping. Get off here capping, man.
Gonna use a piece. They're gonna do mob mentality.
I have to stop right here, man, and just interject real quick. This dude sounds incredulous, man. It's extremely hard to even take what he's saying seriously, man. While he says often, no disrespect to the blacks, to me, it feels he definitely feels some type of way and has some type of disdain for the blacks. But you guys can make up your mind for your own self. Let's move forward, though.
They're gonna jump, kick. Right. At the end of the day, that's not too bad. Been doing that shit my whole life. But during that day, when they rushed, it was comical in so many ways. We're posted up in our area, and my son's like, what do you want to do, man? We could go over there. We got 20 blacks over there. We got 40 blacks right there. And I'm like, let them come to us, bro. We got a wall behind us. So when they start shooting, we got a handball wall. Mm-hmm. And we've seen our homies coming to them, taking forever. And as soon as they hit the gate, they got about 10 feet by us, they rushed. About 25 the first time. So we met them head up. But before I say it was comical, one of them rushed us and he fell. Like he rushed, he tripped over himself, and I shit you not, when he was falling like in front of me, I gave him one knee to the face. I had to get a tetanus shot. And I caught his tooth on my knee. I still have the scar through my pant. I caught him in the knee.
Show the scar. Yeah, show the scar, man. We gonna need proof with your story. He might be telling the truth. He might be telling the truth. They might did get when it first started, but I don't see no 4 people. I don't care what race you is. It's not gonna happen. 4 people is not gonna whoop on no 90 people. And some of them got some burners on them. You mean to tell me 100 dudes on the yard without no burner? Knock it off. I came to the yard every day with mines. And I know a couple of homies came to the yard every day with they burners. Couldn't wait to use them if something was happening. Ain't nobody looking for no problem, but if something happened, we using these burners for sure. And that's how it go with everybody up in there. If he don't knock it off, he said he used to keep one in his ponytail, right? Then why he ain't telling no story when he pulled that burner out and got the blast and he talking about kicking? Nah, you was supposed to light something up if you had your burner on you in your ponytail every day. Knock it off, man.
Dropped them, now it was on. So we're going at it, me and my celly. I think the first wave was like maybe 25 to 30 people. And we're going toe to toe, we're going at it. They overwhelmed him for a second. Let me help him out. But ultimately, they rushed us about 25 the first time, maybe couple minutes, seemed like forever. And they back away. We're back up, and we never go down. And then the next wave comes. I think the next wave was like a bunch of bloods. Like maybe like 30, 40 bloods. Come on. Serve them up too. We're going at it. They didn't do shit. My celly, now we're pissed.
Wait a minute. Hold up. So a first group, whoever it might have been from Crip, they rushed to 25. And now here come the Bloods. They taking on. It don't work like that. Because it ain't no separation when it's going down. It's everybody as one. Ain't no the Crips fit to get you, and then the Bloods coming, and then the non-affiliates fit to get you. No. Everybody going at one. If you don't knock it off, man, come on, man.
Adrenaline's up. Let's do this. We're smacking them. We're on top, like we're hitting everybody. I could say my celly, I was proud of him. I'll tell you the story later about him, but man, that day, we've been training for this. When he came in my cell, the very first moment, I said, look, man, we're at war. We're about to get off soon. I need to know if you got my back. If not, let me know right now, bro. I can stab you right now, or you can do whatever you gotta do to get off the yard. And I was like, no, I got you, bro. I was like, cool. As soon as he came in, no, good guy. I was like, look, bro, we're at war. I'm gonna do some shit. You got me? Sure enough.
Yeah, what year is this? What year was this so we can look it up and see if it's in the newspaper or anything like that? Yeah, what year was this? Come on, man. Knock it off.
During that riot, I everything's slow motion. I'm trying to fight, and 50 blacks right here, and I look at him, and he's just rocking. I'm like, and it pumps you up. I don't have to take care of him. He don't have to take care of me. The other two homies, they got overwhelmed, but in a good way.
Now, I've been in a few riots myself, man, and when I'm in a riot, he just said, everything is slow motion. I have never been in a riot where anything is slow motion. Everything is going fast. You got people coming from this side, that side, and so,
Right. You remember Chill, his name is Chill, but he's 16 in life on here. When we was at, that was Ironwood, I believe that was in 2003, maybe 4, when that riot jumped off. It was cracking with nothing moving slow. If you the one who talking about something moving slow, if you the one who talking about, man, I didn't see him and him getting down, that mean you wouldn't get down because you ain't got no time to be looking around and see who not getting down. It don't work like that. Nothing is moving slow. Everything is moving fast. You moving slow, you're liable to lose your life. So he capping, man. Knock it off.
Like I said, man, he's talking about Salinas Valley, and so there definitely was a lot of individuals there, according to him, man. And me just doing YouTube over a period of time, I know a lot of people watch YouTube, so we'll see if anybody, reports anything similar to what he described. Like I say, I don't believe it.
There's a couple guys over there. They stayed with those guys. Me and my celly, we probably went head on with about 90 blacks that day. 3 different waves.
And you didn't get dropped?
Never.
Wow.
Never got dropped. Never been dropped in prison. I never been stabbed. I never been sliced. I never been... All that shit that these people speak of from a victim's perspective never happened to me.
So how'd you get shot? When did they start shooting?
They started shooting from the first round. Get down. Right. They're shooting, whatever.
All right. So if they started popping, they started busting, you mean to tell me that first group that you said y'all got down with, right? And then after that first group, the second group, what you said was the Bloods who didn't do nothing, and you got down with them, and you just now said they shot on that first wave and nobody got down. Knock it off. Knock it off, man. Once that mini go off, once that mini 14 go off, man, that mini with whatever they shooting up there. Once that go off, every race of people is getting on that ground. Yeah. Now the block gun, they gonna still squabble. But once that mini go off, I didn't see the toughest try to hide up under the dirt on the yard once that mini go off. This dude right here, knock it off.
I ain't sure. I'm not worried about the shots. I'm worried about 30 trying to kill me. I'm worried about my celly. Ultimately, we are one and one together. He's my main priority. If he goes down, I got to assist him. I told him, if I go down, you assist me. That's how it works. Don't get overrun. Don't take off and chase anybody. And everything we practice, everything we live by in that cell, 100%.
So how do you avoid getting shot?
Stick and move, bro. So in a riot, remember, I'm in a riot. You got a multitude of people in front of you, on the side of you. It's chaos. You got people running towards you.
Right.
So initially, the guards are supposed to shoot on the floor or ricochet off the floor.
Right.
So when they're ricocheting shots, I can't hear them yet. You know, because I'm in the thick of it.
Yeah, like I said, man, this is incredulous. You know, when he says how, you know, how do you fight all these guys? And I don't know if he said avoid getting shot or how do you avoid, you know, basically coming into contact with these dudes. And he says stick and move, right? So you got your back up against the wall. So you can't go back. So you either have to go left or you have to go right. Now, he said he had a weapon. He didn't mention if his celly had a weapon or not, right? I'm assuming that his celly.
Right. I ain't heard not one person got yanked on, man. This dude right here crazy, man. He must have been one of them guys that was in there on drugs. He probably was high at the time it went down. And in his mind, he probably thought this was, the story that he telling was something that he probably had a dream of when he was high or anything like that. But I don't believe none of this, man. Knock it off. What y'all think in the comment section? Leave y'all thoughts, man. It's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV. I catch all of y'all on the next one. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Compton Rick Rock TV. Also, hit that notification bell and catch every video when I drop.